disbelievers couldn't keep me on the ground. I've invented a momentum that'll never slow me down. I believe it cause I feel it and I shout it out loud. I can, so everybody said, boy, don't go any higher. I can do anything.
Into the future, I know there's lots of speculation on how big the population will be. I know we're growing, so yeah, people come here to work. I think that's why most people arrive in Red Deer, so that'll keep drawing people in, and we'll try to accommodate them and grow and make sure people come here to live a better life, right? So I think that's just facilitating that opportunity is what Red Deer should be about.
I've seen tremendous change in the last 20 years in Red Deer, and I certainly notice that we are becoming more and more diverse. I welcome that diversity and think we need to celebrate that. It makes our community so much stronger. You think years back we had fairly standard sports offerings for Canadian community. Now we're looking at people who want cricket, who want other sports, who want to be involved in frisbee golf, things like that. We never saw that years ago, so we're really changing. We see that on the cultural front as well. All of that diversity will bode well for our future success.
The city of Red Deer has a geographical advantage over our neighbors because we're surrounded by two large cities of Edmonton and Calgary, and our base population is around 100,000, but our trading area is 200,000. We are in an advantage with the high-speed rail. If the high-speed rail comes in, our airport could take right off. It would be an hour trip to our airport, and we could be the go-to destination from here to Vancouver, here to Toronto. As far as conventions, everybody's more central coming to Red Deer than what they are traveling from Edmonton to Calgary. You can be here in an hour and a half from both cities, and that gives us an advantage over hosting events like the coming 2019 Winter Games. It should be attended well not only by our local populace, but by the populaces of the big cities in Alberta.
We just celebrated our centennial year, so we've celebrated 100 great years of progress. But we're at a critical juncture, and we're at that juncture of laying the groundwork for the next 100 years of progress. In my platform, obviously there's any number of emerging issues that will come to the attention of the next mayor and council that will need to be attended to. So to take time to go into those, we don't necessarily know what those emerging issues will be. But in my platform, I've outlined 5 key themes that I think are important, that regardless of who the citizens of Red Deer elect, that we'll need to address. One, in terms of priority, we need accessibility, accountability, and transparency in local government. Theme 2 is we need citizen safety and welfare protection. That's a priority we hear a lot about from our public. 3, economic growth and fiscal responsibility. 4, we need to protect our natural and integrate our built environment and all that brings and implies. And 5th, I think we need to, and I think one of my great abilities is to mobilize our community will to make the possibilities happen. So I really think that our community has under-realized potential. And I think that instead of framing ourselves relative to the urban centers to the north and the south, as we have for so many years, we need to position ourselves and capitalize on our prime geographic location. We're at the heart of the best province, and instead of defining ourselves by what other people are doing, we need to define ourselves and come up with that Made in Red Deer solution and open the doors for our community, for business, and for people to choose to locate here.
If I look at the trends, I see Red Deer doubling by 2040. Some say 2030. Some say in 18 years. Well, you know, we're all guessing. We're looking at the trends, but it's going to grow. In my lifetime, it'll be double. So Red Deer will, I think, take her place as the best place in Alberta to live. It's not there yet. Safety is a real concern with me, and we've got to address that. I want to make Red Deer the #1 safest place in Alberta. Now I guess maybe I'm dreaming a little bit. Let's just say it's my highest priority to make this a safe place. It wasn't always like it is now. We need to get back to that. And you know what? I want Red Deer to be a place where everybody points to and say, look what they've done. Look how they turned this place into capitalize on the beauty and the talents and the skill. And you know what? The opportunity for work and progressive moving forward.